Hey guys, it's Ep7 and welcome back to episode 7 of our Manchester City career mode. Now in today's episode we've got some games to go through. The first match is going to be against Stoke City. I think we might actually play this game because after that we've got a game against Napoli which we'll also play, and then we'll probably sim the game against Burnley to finish off today's episode. Rather than simming the Stoke and Burnley game, I think we'll play the Stoke game instead and hopefully get ourselves a victory when we sim the game against Burnley. Might get on to the game against Everton, although to be honest we probably won't. We'll have to wait and see how we get on in today's episode. Obviously this could be a bonus episode. If you hit 120 likes within 6 hours on the last episode, then this one will have been uploaded and as a bonus episode. So thank you all so much if that is the case. If not, then it's obviously the next day and it's gone out on the Sunday. But we'll get on with this episode regardless, and let's crack on. Before we do though, if we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's crack on with today's episode and see how we get on. This is the team I'm going to go with for the game against Stoke City. A 4-3-3 formation which we're going to go with. Bravo starts in goal, Danilo, Otamendi, Mangala and Gulam starting as our back four. Fernandinho, Gundogan and Silva in midfield, Sterling, Gabriel Jesus and Leroy Sané starting as our front three. Obviously some changes being made, preparing for the game against Napoli. Maybe Claudio Bravo is one change too far. I might actually bring in Edison thinking about it, just to make sure we can have that defensive security at the back. Although saying that, Bravo's actually done a pretty good job when he has played. But let's crack on with the game with this team. Obviously a changed side, so we can put out a stronger side again against Napoli in a few days' time. And let's wait and see how we get on in the opening fixture. Going to hopefully try and continue our win streak, not lost or dropped any points yet, and hopefully that can continue going into this game. Okay, let's get on with this game against Stoke City, see how we get on with the changed team. I think it's still a very strong side. I'm saying it's changed, but there's some really good players still on this side, so it is going to be a very good team for us. Hopefully get ourselves a good result as well. Obviously the defence in particular has been changed, as has the attack as well, but still a lot of well-known players in there. Going to be a good start hopefully to the game for us. It's saved by the goalkeeper, David Silva trying to keep it in, goes out for a corner nevertheless, and got an opportunity to get the ball into the box straight away through Leroy Sané. Can't pick anybody out here. Mangala at the front post just gets beaten, and it is now cleared, but a good start to the game. Gabriel Jesus looking to play it into Raheem Sterling. Oh, keeper's done terribly there, and it's going to be Raheem Sterling who gets the final touch. What has gone? It's Jack Butland with a really poor mistake, and we'll happily take that. What a way to put ourselves in from Raheem Sterling will run away and take the goal, even though it was falling in the back of the net anyway. And that is really bizarre. I want to watch it back of the replay. Actually, no idea what's gone on there. Is there maybe the deflection's kind of thrown the keeper off? What's happened here? Gabriel Jesus goes for a little chip. It does take a little touch, but I don't know what's going on. The keeper just punched it up and it's gone over him and into the back of the net. Sterling just gets enough on it. Maybe it's a hand, maybe it's a head, no idea. But he gets the goal anyway, and we're winning the match 1-0. Really bizarre goal. You don't see those very often, if at all, to be honest. And Jack Butland's had an absolute howl there, winning the game 1-0. No, good ball in to the back post. Should do better there. Got to keep it down. Shaqiri, I know it's on his weaker side, I think, there, but he's got to do better from that sort of range. 24 minutes in, Stoke City has a good chance there to equalise. Ball into Gabriel Jesus, going to try and turn, get a shot away maybe, oh good save. Sané trying to keep hold of the ball and play it back in here to David Silva, who's going to lose it in the box, but so far really playing some great football. Jack Butland struggling a little bit in goal, saves that time, but still just about recovering I think from his howler earlier on. Chance here for Gundogan, he placed it over the bar. Chance here for Stoke City again, this time saved by Edison. Oh, how have managed to find a way into our defence like that so easily? Just walk in here. It's no sort of any sort of build-up play necessary. Just walk into our box and have a good chance on goal. It's saved just after a corner. Edison punches away, just a little bit better than Jack Butland, but not too much to be honest. Got to be cleared still. And at the moment, I'm struggling a little bit with our kits. I seem to be confusing the white shorts with each other, and I keep passing it to Stoke players. I'm struggling a little bit to see the difference between the two kits, especially when it goes into the sun as well. Both kits look so bright that it's difficult to really tell too much difference. I know obviously one's white and red and the other's blue, but still it's a little bit tricky at times. Chance again for Stoke, another save. Shaqiri's trying to get there, won't manage to. Ball goes back in, and this time they've scored. Oh, got themselves an equaliser. Only a matter of time with the sort of chances that we're allowing them to have. They equalise on the stroke of half-time, and it's Choupo-Moting, is it, that gets the goal? It is. Frustrating. They've had too many opportunities, though, for Stoke City. They've walked into our defence far too many times. I'm going to put it down to the kits still. I'm struggling to be able to pick up men here and there, because I can't quite tell the difference between the two kits, which is really strange to say, them being different colours, but just haven't quite been able to tell the difference at all times, which isn't helpful. And so we go into the half-time break at 1-1, which is disappointing because we have looked the better team for the first half, the first half at least anyway. But then the sort of the latter stages, we did let them have too many chances, and that's cost us at the moment. Chance here for Stoke again, goes into the middle, and they're winning the game now. It's again the exact same issue. I'm just struggling to pick up certain players. Oh, really frustrating. It's Juve this time that scored, making it 2-1. instead of the first 5 minutes. No idea what sort of celebration that is, by the way. But it's just like little things here. I just didn't quite see the run was happening in the middle, and we couldn't intercept it anyway. We're losing the game 2-1, and we're starting to crumble a little bit based on the fact that, like I said before, we're sort of struggling. And maybe I usually base what I see on the shorts of players, and with them being both the same colour, maybe that's why I'm struggling a little bit. I'm not too sure, but yeah, very frustrating, because I think at the moment it's costing us slightly, and that's a little bit frustrating. David Silva going for it and nearly finding the top corner as a response, so close to an equaliser. I'm actually a little bit worried about this game. I think we're going to lose the match, if I'm totally honest with you. 30 minutes to go, and just because of the kit issue that we have, and also the players we have on the pitch aren't playing as well as usual, I think we might lose this game against Stoke City, which will be interesting. I know there's 30 minutes to go, a lot can happen in 30 minutes, but just by the way things go at the moment, there's not any signs that we're going to improve, and that's the more worrying thing. So we'll wait and see. Hopefully the quality on the pitch is enough, but like I say, really being thrown by the kit situation, because I'm so used to just pinging it around without even looking, because I can just see colours. I can't really see colours here, and I'm struggling to be able to ping it around quite as quick as usual. So that's one of the issues that I'm finding, especially when the ball goes into the light like this. I mean, all the kit's just a white. It's so tricky, but we might have to make some changes, look to improve the personnel on the pitch. Like I say, struggling to pick up men in these sort of situations. Let's make some changes. Okay, so all three changes, Delphi, Torre and Aguero all to come on. We're going to take a Fernandinho, Sterling and David Silva. Gabriel Jesus will go up on the right-hand side now. Yaya Torre will come into midfield alongside Gundogan. We'll see how that goes, that partnership in the middle. Obviously, Yaya Torre served us very, very well and has played fantastically at times this season. So hopefully he can get us out of this bad situation for this game. Obviously, like I said before, we are trying to see whether we can actually pick out the right players for the passes, which has been the major issue in this game so far. 25 minutes to turn things around, looking for 2 goals, and whether we can find them, we'll have to wait and see. Gabriel Jesus now starting to get in behind, trying to look for Sergio Aguero if the cutback's there. No, the cutback was wrong. Aguero was peeled off as well. Oh, frustrating. So that was a great chance for us. We're going to get the ball straight into the box here through Gundogan. We're going to play it short initially, but we'll go straight in, and it's gone straight out to Otamendi. He's going to play it into Mangala. Now over to, I think was that, I can't even tell, Gundogan was it? No idea. I think it was whoever the corner taker was. Leroy Sané. Waiting for Yaya Touré. Like I said before, I still think we're going to drop some points here. Delph looking to Yaya Touré, maybe into Leroy Sané. Oh, gets blocked. That's so lucky as well for Stoke City. Still got a chance here if we can get the build-up play right through Yaya Touré to shoot from range. There we have it, an equaliser. Yaya Touré scores, and finally we've done it. It needed to be a long-range goal because we were struggling with the passes. I just start to see a few more players creep up now. I can start to see the colours a little bit better, but Yaya Touré manages to push that one. Manages to fire that one into the back of the nets. Really happy with that one. That's his first Premier League goal of the season. Gets us back on level terms. 11 minutes to try and push for a winner, so we can keep our win streak up. Obviously, if we were to just finish this game at 2-2, then we would obviously still be undefeated, but disappointed to drop points to Stoke if we can help it. We obviously want to try and get ourselves a victory. There's still time as well. Yaya Touré, the substitute, gets the goal. Let's see now whether we can push on and try and get a third. Delph into Yaya. Trying to get the gradual build-up play right now, taking our time a little bit with the passes just so we can make sure we're passing it to our players. Fabian Delph down the edge of the box looking for another option. Not going to find it just yet. Gundogan's an option. Yaya will be offside there. That's frustrating. Or maybe not. Gabriel Jesus turns, shoots and scores. How late was that flag? That's the third goal as well for us. What a pass. Found a way through us so easily there. Stoke City. Shaqiri coming inside. Looking to try and create something and saved easily. Let's get another attack going now though, Edison. Come on, got to get this ball forward if we can. Yes, Sergio Aguero needs Yaya Touré's support. He's trying to get forward, doesn't have loads of pace. Yaya Touré now into Sergio Aguero. Through to Leroy Sané who bends his run. Still going Leroy Sané, going to go for the shot. Saved. And it's going to be cleared away as well. I thought I saw someone at the back post. Didn't see whether it was our player though, or whether it was the right option to take. That's it. 2-2 victory, obviously dropping points to Stoke City. It's our first points that we've dropped during the season. Disappointed, but I kind of said it from the first half, to be honest, that we were struggling really with the kits, and that was, I think, the major issue for us. Obviously, we started off the game very well with the Raheem Sterling goal, and eventually got used to the kits, I think, in the second half, but it took a little bit of time. And you see the shots, they're very even, and based on the shots and shots on target, maybe a draw's fair. So 2-2 draw, and obviously disappointed by dropping points here, but keeps our unbeaten streak going, I suppose, for this season. And also, it's good, I think, to sometimes drop points. It makes it a bit more of a challenge. We've won every game up to this point. 8 matches in, we finally dropped some points, and that's, I think, fairly good for us to be able to do, just to keep the title race a little bit more exciting. And we are now going into the Champions League. Let's see how we get on here. Game against Napoli. Let's do some play drills first of all, though. It's going to be for Phil Foden. He was the guy that was obviously doing drills for in the last episode. Probably got another week or two left in him, I think, with these drills. So we'll continue with them this week. And he's up to 69 overall. That's the overall we said we'd stop at. It's tempting to push till 70, but I don't know how many more weeks that'll take, so we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so on to the next game now, and that's going to be against Napoli in the Champions League. This is the team I've gone with. Edison starts in goal, Kyle Walker, Company, Stones, Mendy in defence, Yaya Toure, De Bruyne and Silva in midfield, with Raheem Sterling, Aguero and Sané as our front three. This bench I've gone with Otamendi, Goulam, Fernandinho, Silva, Del Foden and Gabriel Jesus all on there. Obviously a little bit different. Yaya Toure gets in at holder midfielder. I think he deserves to be there. He's been playing really well, so that's the reason why I'm going to do that. Obviously Yaya in real life, not so much in the first team, but I'm going based on performances. He's in really good form, so it makes sense to play him. We're currently atop of our group. Hopefully going to make it 9 points from a possible 9. Let's wait and find out. Make sure that the kit contrast is a little bit better than it was in the last game. That should do it. Okay, then here we go for this game against Napoli. I think I just saw Ben Davies and Nathaniel Klein line up. I could be wrong here, but maybe we'll find out in the team lineups if they do appear at the bottom of the screen. I'm pretty sure I saw that though. It looks like those guys anyway. I'll have to look at the team lineups and we'll maybe feed the ball out here. It's definitely Ben Davies at left back. Do they have Nathaniel Klein at right back? I'm sure we'll find out during this game at some point, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who I saw. Sané to Sergio Aguero, a chance to counter-attack from a poor Napoli free kick. Sergio Aguero going to have to go on his left foot here, maybe his right in fact, but it's wide instead. Frustrating, wants it really on his left, even though it is his weaker side. I thought it would have been much more suited to that side, but he went with his right and he's put it wide anyway. Chance, oh, just put wide by Napoli. Really good opportunity, good play. It's the first opportunity of the game that they've had and it looks like they're going to score for a second. So far I've managed to pin them into their half really well actually. My only concern at the moment is when we get the ball into Sergio Aguero, there's not a lot of support. I think we're getting into it a little bit too quickly. It's going straight for the holder midfielder or centre-back straight into Sergio Aguero and then it's just left without support for the midfield. So maybe we've got to try and get into him a little bit more gradually. Got to go to the midfield a bit more and I think that'll be something for the second half. Can't see it really being able to change with 5 minutes to go. Aguero flick it through to Leroy Sané, hits it on the volley, and it's a goal. We've managed to do it. Finally got ourselves a goal with a couple of minutes to go of this first half. It's kind of come out of nowhere, to be honest. Not actually breaking down that many times. Even though we have looked a better side, we've been probing, we haven't got past their defence enough. It's happened this time around. It's a little bit of quick play, but also a little bit of attacking threat here for Leroy Sané, actually making a run. Someone's made a run here, tried to get him behind, and it's ultimately managed to result in a goal. A really good finish actually on his left-hand side. I was hoping for a better, more clean connection, but we'll take it nevertheless. It's good enough to get past Reina and it's back in that. Winning the game 1-0, good to do that just before half-time. That's it for the first half, still won the game 1-0, really happy with the first half performance. Of course, we've not managed to replicate Manchester City's scoreline or the chances created that Man City had in real life, but we've certainly managed to replicate their control over the game. We've not really looked like we're going to concede at any point, maybe just that one point where they put it past the post. Other than that, Napoli not really had any chances, so we've got to try and keep it that way. Got to make sure we add to the scoreline, and that's the most important thing, because a team like Napoli, they can go up the pitch and score anytime they want, basically. We've just got to make sure we're in front by enough. Kevin De Bruyne into Sergio Aguero, that's a good pass. Kevin De Bruyne looking to now break down the lines a little bit into Leroy Sané. Now looking for a pass into Aguero on his left foot, saved by Reina, and couldn't quite see it through the crowds of people, but actually managed to save it pretty well in the end. Yaya Toure looking to head this one on to Kevin De Bruyne, who can shoot from range. Go on, it's got to be, no. It's a really good save actually by Pepe Reina. He's pulled that one out the bag and it's going out for a corner. Let's play it short to Raheem Sterling. See if we can get ourselves a better sort of angle. No, we can't. It's gone right to the goalkeeper who punches. De Bruyne looking for a switch. What a pass that is to Leroy Sané on his left foot. That is brilliant from Kevin De Bruyne. Looking to get an attack going now into Sergio Aguero. Now can he do a similar sort of thing over to Sterling? It finds him. Sterling back to Kevin De Bruyne, looking for a good bit of build-up play. Bernardo Silva having to turn out here into Leroy Sané. Now back inside if we can. It's going to open up for Aguero to shoot on his left foot, but it's over the bar. Falls to him nice and fluky, but can't quite connect properly on his left foot. Okay, first two changes, just over 15 minutes to go. Gabriel Jesus and Silva to come on. We'll take off Bernardo Silva and Raheem Sterling. We'll put Leroy Sané on the right-hand side. I think I've seen a comment to do it as well. But I just fancy trying him cutting inside of his left foot, see how that goes. Almost sort of a messy sort of position. We'll see how that goes, those two changes. Still looking for a second goal. I don't like being in this position at all later on in the matches because it can go obviously one way or the other here. But we'll have to wait and see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points still in this game, and obviously we are in front, so that's good, but I want a second goal. Aguero switching it over to Leroy Sané. Don't know what the fullback's doing there. He's going the complete wrong way. Sané looks to come inside on his left foot. Can he now find himself a shooting position on his left foot? He can, but it was blocked. Yeah. Into Kevin De Bruyne. Go on. Oh, over the bar. So close to Kevin De Bruyne, a really good opportunity. 10 minutes to go. Thought that might have been it. Thought Reina might just be a little bit too small to get to it. But unfortunately went over the bar. That's changed. De Bruyne off. Fabio Delph going to come on, play holder midfielder. Yaya Toure will stay on actually, because he breaks up the play brilliantly. I don't care if he even gets himself sent off here, because he just plays fantastically when he does play. So we're going to keep him on the pitch. He's going to continue to hopefully break up play, and Kevin De Bruyne will get a rest. We'll go something a little bit faster in midfield, and hopefully that'll improve us for the final 8 minutes. Go on, Yaya. Well played. Look at that strength in midfield. It's great to watch. He just breaks the play so well for us. And he's done that so many times in this game. Unfortunately, because he's literally just breaking up play, I don't often put it in the clips. Good opportunity here for us going forward again. Leroy Sané looking for a little chip this time into Yaya Toure. Oh, if he could have finished off the game like that, that would have been brilliant. Getting in the box as well, Yaya Toure seems to always just have so much about him when he plays in these games. He's going to deliver the corner as well. Not maybe his finest moment of the match, but punched away and a chance for us to still build things up here through Yaya. Inside to Leroy Sané, now back into Fabian Delph. Leroy Sané going to turn out and shoot from this range. It's not bad as well. It's got to be it, ref. There we have it. 3 points. Not our most comfortable 3 points in terms of the scoreline, but very happy to have done it against Napoli. We controlled the game. We didn't really look under that much of a threat. Napoli didn't really push us that far either, to be honest, towards the end of that game. So overall, very, very happy with the result that we got there. And like I say, 3 points is always the most important thing. 6 shots on target, obviously not great. I was hoping for a little bit more than that from the 11 shots, but again, something for us to work on. So before we get into the final game of today's episode against Burnley, which we'll sim, we've got news that Batiki's transfer talks have again broken down. Good about that, but you know, it keeps happening, so we are just going to, I think, end up releasing those guys. In fact, we'll do it now, just so that we've done it. We'll release the guys that we transfer listed, because all of them, the wages are just far too high, and no one's coming in to buy them. So we'll try and find the players that I have listed. I think Facey was one of them. Can we release? Yes, we can. Yeah, he's worth the 400 grand to release, I think. Sad to do this, but obviously, like I said before, we have listed them. They're just not going. So I'll get rid of some of the ones that I can remember off the top of my head. And I think it's worth doing, just because it gets off the wage bill. Obviously, it costs us some money, but I think long term, it's good to have off the wage bill, and it frees up a few spaces in our team as well. That might not be all the players, but we'll obviously deal with them when it happens. And yeah, let's crack on with this game against Burnley. Let's change around the team a little bit. I don't know what sort of games we have coming up, so maybe I have to rest a few players. It's a cup game against Everton, but it's round of 16, so we'll kind of go for a mixture of good and change players here. Okay, so the team that we'll go with: Ederson, Walker, Otamendi, Stones, Gulam, Fernandinho, Gundogan, Silva, Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, and Zinchenko. Obviously a few changes, but like I said before, you know, there's some good players in there as well. Zinchenko playing as our left winger, just because we don't really have another left winger right now. Sanchez out injured, so we are struggling a little bit in that sense. Not much though, to be honest. We have got other options, like Zinchenko, who can play a little bit out of position for us. So we'll see how we get on. It's obviously a changed team, but I think good enough to beat Burnley. You would have thought still. This is a quality side. Sterling's in there, you know, Silva's in there as well. Fantastic players. Gabriel Jesus also. So we'll see how we get on. Simming games hasn't been massively favourable for us, and you can see there 2 goals scored in the same minutes. Zinchenko puts us in front, 2-1 now. Don't know what's gone on here, but into the second half, still in the game 2-1. Looking in a good position. Got to try and add a third though to the scoreline if we can. Yes, we have through John Stones of all people. 15 minutes to go, should see the rest of the game out. Let's skip it, and we have done. 3-1 victory, gets us ourselves 3 points. Obviously back on winning results there after the game against Stoke City, which we played and obviously weren't so successful in. We're going to do some play drills, the final one I think for Foden, then we'll probably swap it next episode. Makes sense, I think, to probably end things here. How's he gone this week? Pretty well, actually. Done a pretty good job. And he's halfway to 70 now, so it's tempting to keep training him. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It might determine whether we do train a different player or if we continue to train for another week or two. But that will be everything for today's episode. Game against Everton to play next episode. Obviously looking forward to that. We'll have to wait and see how he gets on in the cup. We'll change things around. Bravo will probably start in goal. That's everything. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, I'd really, really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you just haven't decided to subscribe yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic, especially if you've got to this point in the video. I'd appreciate it if you do click the subscribe button, also the bell button as well. Find yourself the notifications, or get yourself the notifications when the new video goes out. Another place to do that is by following me on Twitter at GameFaceHD, and also on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Links to that is all in the description below. That is everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.